Okay. I'm most eager to address the Ascian threat, however, we dare not neglect our our other pressing concerns. We both know full well that Saint Shiva will not be the last primal we face, and our relationship with Ishgard is still tenuous at best. To think that the resolution of the primal threat was once a sole priority of the Scions of the 7th Dawn, sometimes I wonder if it was wise for us to take on so many other responsibilities. Lest you forget Antecedent, the Scions need not shoulder the burden alone. We're not the Crystal Braves established for this very reason. True, we were presented with a multitude of problems, however, we have all the resources we need to address them in turn. Cyrillin in particular, ever steady in hand, who I trust to continue to support the Braves. What do we owe the pleasure? Have there been further developments regarding the situation in Ul'dah? As expected, the Immortal Flames have been struggling to cope with the revelation that one of the highest ranking officers was a Garlean agent. Suffice to say, Teleji Adeleji and his monetarist ilk have wasted no time in attempting to turn the situation to their advantage. Coupled with ongoing unrest, the Flames are finding themselves hard-pressed. Plainly, General, Rauban needs our help, and I will direct the Crystal Braves to offer what support they can. If I am to stay abreast of the latest developments and issue effective orders, however, I cannot afford to waste time traveling back and forth. And so, for the foreseeable future, I think it would be best if I were to remain in Ul'dah unless you have an objection. None whatsoever. We have matters here well in hand. Bonbrida's research is proceeding as planned. So she tells me, though I'm not familiar with the details. Ranger is poring over his tomes of the Waking Sand, and others are contributing in their own ways. Alas, the key problem, how to form an ethereal blade at will, remains unsolved. Nevertheless, it's only a matter of time. While we focus on that task, mayhap you assist Alphinaud and his Braves with theirs. It would do much to restore faith in the Immortal Flames if the Warrior of Light was seen working on their behalf. Never forget that your esteemed status allows you to act in ways those more tightly bound organizations and nations cannot. As ever, I implore you to do so. Not that your response was ever in doubt, but I humbly thank you once more for aiding our cause. Now then, there are preparations I must attend to before my departure, such as receiving Real's latest report. He has proven quite skilled at gathering information others wish kept secret, hence why I placed him under my direct command and ordered him to investigate the Ul'dah riots. When you are finished here, join me outside. Depending on what he has to say, I may soon have a favor to ask. If there are any developments on our front, I shall inform you at once in the usual fashion. Hey, Necro. Pleasure as always. You'll be escorting the commander to Ul'dah, I take it. Actually, I had another task in mind for her. Would you be so kind as repeat your report for her benefit? Right then. Me and mine been making inquiries, and the source of weapons have found their way to the refugees' hands a ways back. So it happens we caught wind of something promising, a rather large purchase of sharp and pointing things from a black marketeer holed up near Highbridge. I doubt that this man would have secured such quantity of weapons if he didn't already have clients waiting. Clients that, for whatever reason, would prefer for the transaction to remain secret. Brings to mind that merchant that caught an arrow while talking to Cyrillin, don't it? Generous fellow he was, doling out swords and spears to the downtrodden and disgruntled. Which isn't to say that these clients had the same mischief in mind, but if you want to be sure, it might be prudent to intervene before they collect goods, savvy? Seizing the weapons before they fall in the wrong hands would be for the best. However, if we strike at the appointed hour, we might capture the black marketeer as well as his clients. What say you? Then it is settled. Rendezvous with Captain Ilbert at the High Bridge and intervene when the exchange takes place. Now then, if you would excuse me, I must leave for Ul'dah. I expect good tidings. My scouts have been keeping a close eye on the Black Marketeer. It seems his guests have arrived. Seems he's hired a few more than a few men to stand guard, common thugs of no consequence, but they nevertheless pose a threat. Even so, I feel compelled to apologize. This is far beneath a woman of your standing. But powerful men ever have need of loyal, able-bodied friends. Having found one in you, 'tis only natural he would rely upon you without hesitation. We should make for the burning wall without delay and secure the weapons. The first unit will ensure the clients do not escape. I spy the one man, but there are others, to be sure. I have a plan. While you approach the sentry and create a distraction, my men and I will slip past and catch the Black Marketeer unawares. Once you've disposed the thugs, wait for us outside the tunnel entrance. Any questions? Then let us be off. Good luck. Who goes there? An adventurer? Damned fool. You never should have come here. Wait, what? Speak with the higher... Oh. Over here somewhere, probably. Yeah. I don't understand. What's this all about? Grah. As you can see, this is a fine mess. When I tried to restrain him, he drew a hidden blade and lashed out, but before I could disarm him, one of my subordinates panicked, and this is the result. How foolish of me to underestimate the bastard, and to bring an inexperienced recruit. Commander Leveilleur will be most disappointed. Damn it all, a golden opportunity wasted. As for the clients, though we know not how, they slip past our perimeter. At present, the first is currently tracking a party of dusk-white sellswords we suspect may be them. Would that we could have enlisted the aid of the Immortal Flames or the Brass Blades. Alas, we're here to aid them. They're in no position to aid us. Well, at the very least, we have secured the weapons. Yet even that accomplishment is lacking, for the information we received indicated a massive shipment, and this is anything but. We will join the first in their hunt for the Duskwhite sellswords. If the gods are good, we shall catch them before they escape into the Black Shroud. In the meantime, I ask that you deliver these weapons to Ul'dah in my stead, and trust them to the third Yuhasi. He will take care of the rest. Ah, Warrior of Light, ever reliable friend of the Crystal Braves. You have my deepest thanks for your assistance in Coerthus. Now, what brings you to us this day? A gift of weapons from a certain black marketeer, courtesy of Captain Ilbert, you say? Understood. Once we've cataloged the contents, I'll have them delivered to the Hall of Flames. This cannot be everything, can it? Riel stated with confidence there would be a far greater quantity of weapons. A blatant falsehood. Clearly Riel is unfamiliar with the ways of Ul'dah merchants who ever strive to present themselves as greater than they are. We should be thankful that his information was not completely erroneous and that we managed to achieve anything of worth at all. It's still something worth celebrating, isn't it, Lieutenant? Besides, we got more important things to worry about, like fighting those Garleans up north. There will be no fighting if I have anything to say about it. Our orders are to stand watch, not to seek glory in battle. If you have no further need for us, then I shall take my unit to Cerulean Processing Plant. Time for the Fourth to to earn their keep, eh? Well, fight well, Alien, I guess, for the freedom of all. Excellent work as always, my friend. Rest assured that the Immortal Flames will hear of your contribution until we meet again. A word, if it please ye. Sure, man. Not here. Look for me at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. No need for whistling this time, don't you worry. shit. God damn it. Hello? Oh my god, that load time. Holy shit. Thanks for indulging my request. A few places better than a market for privacy, I find. All the hustle and bustle of commerce means most conversations go unnoticed. I'll get to the point. At the burning wall, when you and the captain interrupted the exchange, what happened? Tell me everything. Leave no detail out. That's not quite how the first told it. These Duskwights they were chasing, latest word is that we lost the trail. But you never saw them yourself? Not before the fight started and not after? Something ain't right. I don't know what it is, but I can feel it in me bones. I'm not daft enough to be misled by some merchant's drunken boasts. Our information was reliable, gods damn it. I know he purchased those weapons. As if I've never deciphered a moneylender's books or had to follow a transaction back to its source. Did plenty of that back when the Braves was getting started, believe me. The commander wanted assurances we weren't taking ill from the wrong sort of benefactors. Of course, these days the money flows like water and the first and third get the shiniest new toys. Forgive me, friend. I have a lot on my mind these days and I appreciate you lending me an ear. Right then, best get back at it. Can you hear me? This is Tataru. Your presence is urgently requested at the Rising Stones. Please come and find me as soon as you're able. Ugh. Thank you for coming so quick. We have a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you. A most, determined lady, by all indications. Our guest is with the antecedent of the solar at present. Let's not keep them waiting any longer, shall we? Okay. Your internet died for a while? Fun. Did you miss anything? There's something going on with the black market weapons, but we're not sure what.
We have a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you.
Oh.
I believe the two of you have met.
She's dope.
I had hoped to speak with Commander Leveilleur as well, but I cannot afford to wait any longer. The Lord Commander sent me hither to request your aid in a matter of grave import.
You see now why I had Tataru summon you.
Now that we're all assembled, perhaps you would be good enough to elaborate on the nature of the matter which brought you to us.
The Observatorium's astrologians have sounded the alarm. Last night, the Dragonstar burned with an intensity not seen in 15 summers. Not since the Dravanians engaged the Empire in the Battle of Silvertear Skies.
Uh-oh.
The northern sky doth burn full bright upon the Wormlord's call. The red behemoth beckoneth, and flame consumeth all.
The old Curthan rhyme, aye. The brightening of the Dragonstar is said to accompany the roar of a great worm. The astrologians believe that it was Midgard Soma himself who cried out on this occasion.
Holy shit. Wait, is Midgard Summer actually in this? What a weird pull.
After an
All right.
absence of centuries, the King of Kings did return to lead his kind against the might of Garlemald, only to fall in his duel with the Agrius, proud flagship of the Garlean fleet. Devoid of life, his corpse remaineth entwined about the Magitech monstrosity even unto this day.
Like, how have they not done, like, Phoenix or any of the other pretty standard summons from the other games? Why would they go to Midgard Stormer right now? That's fucking weird. Alright.
Ariange has the right of it. Whatever this alteration in the Dragon Star portends, the Great Worm has shown no sign of life.
Because he's from 4, right? Is that Final Fantasy 4? Maybe 5? It's one of the ones that, like, nobody played. Phoenix is a summon for a summoner? I guess that makes sense. What about, like, Arbuckle? Is it Arbuckle or Carbuncle? I can't remember what the fuck it
Correct
is.
me if I'm wrong,
Carbuncle or something
but
like
if
that.
Midgard Zorma had roared, wouldn't we have heard it here in Revenant's Toll?
Roar is but a figure of speech. Dravanians can communicate in ways beyond our ken. It is for this very reason
Carbuncle's
that we are forced
also
to
a
look to
summon
signs
for a
in the
summoner?
heavens. We cannot say
Oh,
with any
okay.
confidence that a great worm roared at all, much less that it was Midgard Sorma.
Okay, fair enough.
Only by directly examining the Keeper of the Lake can we be certain. However, it will take too long to gain the Holy See's approval to dispatch the Temple Knights. Therefore, Sir Emric would entrust this task to you. Do you accept?
Oh, fuck yeah. Let's go.
We knew you would not disappoint us. Now, if you would excuse me, I must return and assist the Lord Commander. We have precious little time to prepare.
To prepare for what, pray tell?
When a great worm roars, his brethren cannot choose but answer. We prepare for battle.
Shit. That's kind of scary. Forgive me, I state aught what you already know, but I would ensure you understand the nature of your destination. As Urianger stated, what we now call the Keeper of the Lake is the wreckage of the Agrius, former flagship of the Imperial fleet, and the corpse of the worm responsible for its destruction. 15 years ago, as the next step in his campaign to subjugate Eorzea, Gaius van Baelsar attempted to seize control of Mordona. So massive was his force that all thought his victory was a foregone conclusion. But an unlikely ally came to Eorzea's aid that day. Midgardsormr, legendary guardian of the Silvertear Falls, burst forth from beneath the waters of the lake and led a host of dragons against the Garlean airships overhead. In what would later become known as the Battle of Silvertear Skies, the Great Worm felled countless airships before engaging the Agrius. In the ensuing struggle, the flagship's cerulean engines failed and it tumbled into the lake below. Yet this victory came at a great cost, for the explosion which followed claimed the life of the Great Worm as well. That same explosion transformed Silvertear Falls into the desolate wasteland it is today, draining the lake of its waters and crystallizing aether for realms around. Yet a remnant of the lake remains, and at its center a constant reminder of that fateful day long ago. In accordance with Sir Amaric's wishes, our Doman allies would have been standing watch over the Keeper of the Lake. It would be wise to speak with them before investigating the wreckage yourself. That's fucking dope. So that should just be like down here, right? Yeah, okay. Wait, does this mean we're getting another trial so soon? We just started 2.5. We are only like 3 quests in. There we go. Your luck, miss, was about to send word to Revenant's Toll about the Garleans. Of late, I've seen small airships, likely from Castrum Sentry, come and go from the Keeper of the Lake. Though I cannot say for certain at this distance, I believe they may be salvaging something from within the wreckage. The Castrum supply lines have been cut for some time. I'd wager they're desperately in need of spare parts and other equipment. So it's true then. The Ishgardians honestly fear the worm might rise again. Well, from here, that seems rather unlikely. But if it's assurances they want, you've no choice but to inspect the corpse in its entirety. Easier said than done, given the creatures which inhabit the wreckage, and the aforementioned Garleans who won't take kindly to your presence. I'm sure they'll fire... They're sure to fire upon an airship, so I'd advise a more stealthy approach. Take this boat and a few comrades to the base of the Agrius, then climb to the top. That's the only viable approach, I'd say. Okay. Oh, this is probably a dungeon then. If I'm supposed to be if we're supposed to be moving through it to the top of it. Keeper of the Lake, it's a dungeon. Okay. All right, well, see if we can get a party quick, shall we? I'm trying to think of, like, other summons in this game, but it's difficult right now. The most important thing is that they have the base ones. God, that's so fucking cool. The music in this game is so fucking phenomenal. I probably should not have stood right in there. Oh. Bomb, huh? Those explosions are pretty big. You completely forgot about this dungeon. It honestly seems like a pretty neat dungeon so far. Excuse you? love the last boss. I just forgot the name. Fair enough. I'm excited to see it. Oh my god, how long does that fucking flamethrower last? Fucking bullshit. What up, Gunzuka? Oh my god, what the fuck? My god, stop fucking oh my god. Oh, great. So, if I'm to understand what happened there, he would mark somebody, and wherever they were, he would do a straight line at dropping flames as he goes. So the fact that we were stuck in a corner for a second there is because somebody was marked and they moved into a stupid position. Wait, the healer's not with us. Try to mitigate as much damage as I can, I guess. Oh wait, the healer is with us? No, now the healer is with us. So, what classes are in this? What are these jobs that I'm playing with here? Like, what are these DPS? Monk and Summoner? Is that why we don't have good AoE?
Who treadeth now upon my bones, and waketh me from slumber sweet?
Oh, hi. Thought you were dead. My bad. The guards armor? Is that you?
Thou hast forgotten the face of thy lord. Remember, mortal, and fear me.
They should have AoEs. It just doesn't feel like we're killing stuff quick. Like in AoE. It doesn't feel like our AoE is very good. It is him. Disdain. Oh, that seems bad. Oh, listen to that piano. Oh. All right, chat. What is it that I need to know? Or is this a DPS thing? The bird? Oh, what? Okay. Was that just my group died by not moving out of the stuff, or did we mess something up mechanically? Oh, the healer died earlier? Okay. I didn't see. Did the healer just leave? Okay, the healer's here. Never mind, never mind. Oh, God. Kill the bird! Oh, we're dead. You fucking idiots! We're dead! No! Click it! Click it! Yep, mission accomplished. All right, we got it this time. Alright. I need one of you to hit the thing. Hit it, motherfuckers! Alright. probably got this now. Oh, God. I thought it had gone off already. I started walking back out into it. I love how nobody decided to limit break that whole time, too. What did we get? Picaroon's Jacket of Maiming. We did it.
By her gifts hast thou earned a moment's reprieve.
Oh, I have to click it. My bad. I thought I had auto advance on.
Speak, mortal, and I shall listen.
That is a good voice.
Guided by a star. My people have heard the song. Ishgard shall burn. Sons must answer for their father's misdeeds. We do not forget. We do not forgive.
Anonymous? Is that you?
Seven children did I sire. One now singeth of retribution. I rise to join in the chorus. Thou art powerless to silence us, mortal. Yet thou shalt not live to labor in vain. Thy reprieve is at an end. Trickery is thy shield. This frail, ignoble creature is not gifted, but chosen. Hearken to me, Hydaelyn. I remember, and I consent.
Consent is key.
Fear not, mortal. I shall not harm thee.
Oh, God. Oh? Are we going to talk to Hydaelyn now? 6 crystals, huh? Okay. Oh no! They are being corrupted! Or something. Being sucked dry.
Mayhap thou thinkest me an oath breaker. Thou art mistaken. If thou comest to harm, it shall be by another's hand, not mine. I did but strip thee of thy mistress's feeble blessing. Thou didst profit much by her grace, but no more.
Oh?
The covenant binds me to thee. I shall watch, listen, and wait. Fight and struggle, if it be thy will. Man hath ever coveted that which lieth beyond his grasp. I drink of her body, and thence doth mine own find new life. When it hath grown whole, the loyal and penitent shall rejoice. The dragon song heraldeth a beginning and an end.
What? Oh. Excuse me? Hell yeah. Oh my god, he's so cute. I was beginning to fear the worst. Were those explosions I saw? Ah, you shouldn't waste time talking with me. Alfie now left a message stating you would return to the Rising Stones. Alright, hook me up, Sunslayer. So this has, it says something to do with something or other. Hold on. Oh wait, I should not have the Twitch screen there. It's pretty long though.
Very well.
How long must we wait? I grow weary of the company.
The feeling, my dear, is mutual.
Aha! What do we have here? No job is too daunting as long as the coin is good.
Bah, you'd sell your own mother if the coin was good.
My father, too. Now quiet down and help me decide.
I've no particular preference.
And why does that not surprise me?
Choose as you will, Midlander.
This beast's
Our
in a
fate
frenzy the likes I've never seen.
Look out! He's right on top of us!
His neck is too
Now,
big,
move!
like too long. Oh, we're Monster Hunter now? I can. That would be dope. It ain't over yet. Where's my Final Fantasy XIV Classic? You think you want it, but you don't. Oh, fuck. Oh, man. The trailer actually has the moment of Midgardsormr taking on the Agrias. Why? All right. No, it is dope, but this is a trailer. That's so fucking cool.
Look who's returned from his reverie.
So nice of you to join us again.
Well, don't keep us in suspense.
This one. We'll start with this one.
Ah, he speaks.
Can we go now? Let us give the bard something to sing of.
Gross. Imagine playing a male Midlander human. Gross. That scene was way too cool for the disgusting thing that they released originally for 1.0. Final Fantasy XI 2.0. Praise the 12s, you are hale and whole. I came as soon as I came as soon as Minfilia informed me of Sir Emmerich's request. You have completed your investigation of the Keeper of the Lake, I take it? I'd hear your report. Voice acting? Nope. You conversed with Midgard somewhere? I swear, were anyone else make such a claim, I would regard it with considerable skepticism. Are we to understand the Wormlord did not perish and has in sooth lain dormant these past 15 years? Less a resurrection and more rejuvenation for he who dwelleth in eternity, years passing as moments. Though his words were ambiguous at times, one statement left little room for interpretation. My people have heard the song, Ishgard shall burn. Yeah, I kind of thought the same thing. Clearly an attack is imminent. We must share this information with Sir Emmerich immediately. However, we dare not divulge your conversation with Midgard Sormer in his entirety. To even acknowledge that you heard the voice of a Dravanian is a grave but necessary risk. Lest we forget, men have been executed as heretics for declaring as much. For your own protection and for the sake of our tenuous relations with Ishgard, the truth cannot leave this room. As for how we shall present our revelation to Sir Emmerich's emissary, you may leave that to me. Pray remain here for now. There's something you're not telling us. You seem different somehow. 'Tis almost as if you're missing something important. Well, Forfan, Midgard Sormer stripped you of the blessing of light? Are you alright? How do you feel? I see. It is a relief to hear that you are otherwise unharmed. It beggars belief that a being could possess the power to deprive you of her blessing. Midgard Sormer made mention of a covenant, did he not? One of the ancient myths regarding Silvertear Falls states that when the waters came into existence, so too did the great worm. Altheic and Nemea, brother Time and sister Fate, decreed that Midgardsormr ever watch the source from which all water and magic was said to flow. I wonder, what if this was a covenant of which he spoke, and 'twas not the gods with whom he treated, but Hydaelyn herself? Well, if he is watching over you as he claimed, mayhap you will have an opportunity to ask. Let us keep this matter to ourselves. I do not wish to burden our friends needlessly. Hey, buddy. Art thou a pawn or master of thy fate? What hast thou wrought by thine own hands, mortal? Okay. So he's just gonna roast us now every now and then? He's just gonna show up and roast us? Is that what we signed up for?
My friend, I can scarce believe it. You confronted the Worm Lord and lived to tell the tale.
That's how dragons be.
I give thanks to Helone for your preservation. It is our sole cause for gladness. Your encounter with the Keeper of the Lake served to confirm our fears. A great worm has roared, and it makes little difference if it was one of the two in Eorzea or any other. The Dravanians are coming.
I am told that Ishgard has magical defenses against Dravanian attack, though I am not privy to their exact nature. Will they be enough to repel a massive force?
Ishgard has weathered countless assaults over centuries. This will be no different. And now that you have confirmed the threat, none can ignore the Lord Commander's calls for the wards to be strengthened. I dare not presume to speak for him, but I expect the Lord Commander would sing your praises. I must away, but we shall meet again soon.
She's so fucking badass, dude. Most of the, like, main women characters in this game are so fucking cool.
Countless assaults weathered, and this will be no different? Why am I not convinced?
The Ishgardians have warred with the Dravanians for years, nay, nearly 1,000 years. And in that time, not once have their enemies breached their defenses and entered the city proper. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Elfie now, I gotta say. He's not terrible, but he's one of the weaker characters, I think, so far. Yet, regardless of how strong these magical wards may be, I nevertheless fear that the Ishgardians are underestimating the gravity of the situation. Though it was not Midgardsormr who roared, a call to arms by one of the first brood cannot be ignored. Till such a time as they choose to request our aid, however, we can do naught but observe the situation at a distance and pray that our fears are unfounded. Ere I forget, I believe Monbrida has requested a gathering of the Scions. I assume there's been progress concerning our efforts to combat the Scions. Pray inform her that the business with the Ishgardians is concluded for the moment. I shall be along once I've completed my communications with the Crystal Braves. All done with your talk of dragons? Wonderful, because the Scions are next on the menu. Let's head to the Solar, shall we? There's a lot of threats right now going on. There are a lot of troubles to worry about.
Now that everything's calmed down a bit, relatively speaking, I mean, I thought it might be a good time to share our progress on the weapon. I believe we're on the verge of a breakthrough.
Well, don't keep us all in suspense.
Just in case anyone's forgotten, let's start by reviewing what we already know. So, an Ascian is an immortal because its soul doesn't return to the ethereal realm when its host is defeated. Instead, it flees to the place that lies between our world and the void.
Right.
Therefore, the first step to permanently defeating an Ascian is preventing its soul from making this journey. And if you recall, when we last gathered here, I had verified that white auracite has adequate capacity to entrap the beings, albeit only briefly.
Okay.
Which left the small matter of their extermination.
Aye. To unmake an Ascian soul, one must needs smite it with a concentrated burst, or blade, of purest ether. However, we wanted for both the data and the means to forge such a weapon.
Short of experimenting on an actual Ascian, you see, there's no way to gauge how much ether its soul is made of. As such, we don't know what etheric density our blade needs to have in order for it to work.
So we'll just have to make the densest blade we can and hope for the best. Though that would require a lot of ether. Hang on a minute! Why didn't we think of this before? White auracite can hold an absolute heap of ether, can't it?
Please tell me you're joking. God's sakes, Ida. I feel as though I'm reliving the same scene over and over with you. How many times do you need to be told that white auracite cannot store ether for long periods?
God damn, Palbimo, chill out.
Being intangible matter, ether is given to dispersion. Only in its crystallized form is it a stable source of energy. I will test you later on this, so see to it you do not forget.
Right, yes. It's all coming back to me.
Poor Ida.
So our hopes rest on good old crystals again, do they? While they are certainly reliable, they leave something to be desired in the area of portability.
Indeed. I am reminded of the quantity of corrupted crystals required to thwart Leviathan, and the extraordinary lengths to which the Lamentsons went to transport them. What if it should prove that a similar quantity was needed to destroy an Ascian's soul? Or still more?
I do not envy the poor sod who has to lug all of that around, on the off chance that an Ascian appears.
That's the very problem we set out to solve. And I reckon we've found the answer. If it isn't practical to lug around the ether we need, we'll just have to draw upon another source.
We gotta Ghostbusters them.
And the only viable source is the land.
If you mean to tap the Great River of Ether, know that it will entail considerable risk. Meddling with the currents may well induce a surge like to the one which despoiled Mordona.
Give me a bit more credit, will you? Why would we need to tap the river when there are veritable reservoirs jutting out all over the land? Aye, I speak of corrupted crystals. It might be that their aspect is out of balance, but a crystal's a crystal. It contains ether, and we can help ourselves to it.
While corrupted crystals are indeed abundant, there is no guarantee that they will be in close proximity at a crucial moment.
But what if we don't need them to be? What if we could tap their power from afar? A malm away, say? If we could do that, we'd have ready access to ether aplenty in almost every corner of Eorzea. I've yet to put my theories to the proof, but I've got a good feeling about this. If no one has any objections, I'd like to see where this avenue leads.
If you think it worth your while, you have my blessing.
I mean, yeah.
But tell us, what are your theories? I, for one, am most eager to understand the process, however vaguely.
thought you might say that. But no one wants to listen to boring old theories all day, do they? I know I don't. So with your permission, I'd like to try something a bit more hands-on. I've already built an etheric siphon especially for this purpose, and I've been meaning to try it out. Thing is, the profusion of corrupted crystals in Mordona makes it something of a high-risk testing ground. If anything goes awry with the siphon, it would be better if it didn't happen within spitting distance of quite so much ether. Ideally, I need an isolated specimen. Does anyone know where I can find one?
May I suggest northern Thanalan? There you will find corrupted crystals of middling size, standing a reasonable distance apart. Ideal for your needs, I should have thought. Oh, and if you do elect to visit the place, I should be much obliged if you would assist me in another matter while you are in the area.
Has something happened?
Movement has been observed at Castrum Meridianum. During Operation Archon, the Alliance dealt the stronghold a heavy blow. Its facilities were extensively damaged, and its garrison reduced to a fraction of its former strength. Not long after our forces withdrew, however, their ranks were replenished by reinforcements from Castrum's sentry. They now seek to rebuild, and to this end they have their sights set upon the ceruleum processing plant. Having lost the Empire's support, the 14th Legion lacks the resources to sustain itself. To them, this is a bid for survival, and they will doubtless fight like desperate men. Though I have dispatched the Crystal Braves, I fear their strength alone may not suffice to stay the Imperial assault. I would request the Scions' aid in the defensive effort.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to inveigle us into fighting your battle with the promise of shiny crystals. Well then, consider me inveigled. I won't lie, the crystals you speak of sound perfect, so the Garleans have to go. Besides, we can't afford to beat about the bush. There's no telling when the Scions will next appear.
Thine eagerness to hurl thyself into the jaws of danger cometh as little surprise. Exercise due caution, I prithee.
Though you have become a Crystal Brave, you are yet a Scion, Alphino. We could hardly refuse you. Pray, join the Crystal Braves and lend them your support. Thangred and Papalymo shall accompany you. Ida and Yashtola, in the meantime I would have you assist Moonbreeder. Scout out the crystal clusters, that the testing may commence as soon as the Garlean threat has been eliminated.
If it please you, I shall continue mine own experiments on white aurosite.
Thank you, Arianger. Everyone, pray see to your preparations and depart as soon as you're able. Go well, and be safe.
There are so many things going on in this story right now. God damn. There are so many strings. It would seem the events have once more conspired to rob us of rest and recuperation. Though I would wish it otherwise, I must ask that you head straight away to the processing plant. The 4th have already deployed to the area and await the arrival of the Scions. Wilred will brief you on the developing situation. Meanwhile, I must rendezvous with Captain Ailbert at our headquarters in Ul'dah. I shall take command of forces there with a lighter heart, knowing that you support the front lines. Your duties take you to the North Thanalan, do they? We too must say our farewells to the Rising Stones for a time. Flahamin travels to Ul'dah. We shall serve as her escort. We are beset on all sides by civil unrest and imperial machinations, threatened by primals and troubled by dragons. We need all the allies we can muster. Many of my friends hold positions of power, you see. It is my hope they can be convinced to aid the Scions' cause. If past events have taught us anything, then we know that Eorzea must present a united front or we shall fall. Ah, how extraordinary that my little Asilia is involved in such far-reaching affairs. I am proud that I might now stand at her side not only as a mother, but also as a colleague. A colleague with influential connections, but I fear Ul'dah has become a place of danger even for one so familiar with her streets. Bah, woe betide the blackguards that so much glares in your direction, milady. I shall be well protected, it seems. Shall we be on our way, then? But yeah, there is so much going on. Commander Livy, you said word you're becoming a veteran of your talents is most welcome. Now that I don't think I can handle the situation, we can handle the situation, mind you. I've learned a trick or two since that disaster with the Amalja. But returning to the task at hand, the Flames reconnaissance scouts have reported Imperial soldiers assembling at Ralban's push. Such a force is likely interested in only one thing: getting their hands on the resources found here at the processing plant. The Garleans could be marching on us any time. Pray speak with Lieutenant Edelstein that we might coordinate our counter strategy. In the meantime, I will inform the others that you have arrived. No doubt it will be welcome tidings. My soldiers tell tales of your deeds during Operation Archon. Would that we could sit a while and reminisce about old times, but I fear more pressing matters require our attention. Civilian draftsmen, you see, have come across several highly suspicious crates within the boundaries of the processing plant. I had my sappers take a closer look, and our worst fears were confirmed. These boxes contain powerful explosive devices of Imperial design, no less. By my order, the Flames stationed here are conducting a thorough sweep of the compound as we speak. Though it troubles me we're unable to apprehend the Imperial spy behind this, I have faith that our men will be able to neutralize the threat for now. In the meantime, our scouts bring troubling news on the latest movements of the Imperial army. I would once again ask for your aid. We've been keeping a close eye on that Garland garrison. It would seem the Imperials have finally begun to immobilize. According to the reconnaissance report that just came in, the squads seen leaving the castrum are too few in number to effectively take and hold our position. They will likely mount a swift assault and focus on the acquisition of resources. I have, of course, also shared this report with the Crystal Braves. They decided to take to the field to meet this assault head-on. I have apprised your fellow Scions of the situation and am heartened to know that they will be joining the effort. Pray report to Lieutenant Alion and lend your much welcome strength to the counteroffense. Where are we? Ah. Glad to have you with us. I'm sure as Lieutenant Edelstein has explained, the Garlands have deployed a small force from Castrum Meridianum. The Their main column assembles to the north of Delamut's Talons, but we also spied several squads attempting to conceal themselves on the road approach to west. They wish you to rush forth and commit battle with the main column, leaving the detached force free to raid the plant and pillage supplies. Not much of a strategy, but these are desperate men. Captain Ailbert. Greeted Scion, I understand the commander bid you and your fellows lend a hand with the Braves. To the Braves, such mighty heroes at disposal, the force should have little trouble contending with the odd of the Garlean's might thrown at them. But even you cannot be everywhere at once. The third was getting restless, holed up in Ul'dah, so I marched them out here to fill holes in the plant's defenses and add their numbers to your counterattack. The reinforcements are welcome. We have enough soldiers to divide our own forces and safely engage the enemy far beyond the walls. It would be best to avoid staging a battle anywhere near the smudge ceruleum. Let's take this fight to the Garleans. A wise course indeed. I shudder to think of the consequences should any of these tanks be exposed to fire. If there's no objection, the Sun shall join the fourth and give battle to this main column. You're with the third, then Warrior of Light. Your job will be to intercept these squads hiding on the west and prevent them from reaching the processing plant. When you're ready to proceed, report to Lieutenant Yuruhase. His scouts should have a rough idea of where the Imperials have concealed themselves by now. Pleasure to be fighting by your side once more, Scion. Our operations invariably succeed when you're around, and victories are want to pave the road to greater coin. Now, this detached force we've been sent to eliminate has split into smaller squads. It's better to conceal themselves within the terrain hereabouts, and I imagine we'll need to split ourselves up as well to cover more ground, make sure we root out all these would-be raiders. And seeing you're an army unto yourself, I've assigned you your own areas to scour clean of enemy soldiers. This will be a simple search and destroy. We'll rendezvous back here when the task is done. Okie dokie. That was it? Okay. Oh. I keep accidentally hitting my stupid dragon. You seem grim, Scion. I take that to mean that between us, more than a few Garlands won't be making it back to the castrum. These Imperials, though, they certainly made us earn our pay. I would be a happy man if I never had to tussle with another of those Magitech horrors. Hey, Homer. It's about time we bid this war-torn land farewell. I will contact the 4th and let Lieutenant know the west is now clear. I'd appreciate if you did the same when you report to Lieutenant Eidelstein. What news of the Garlands? Their raiding parties are no more than excellent. The Amagian engineers will be most relieved to hear the planet is no longer in immediate danger. Thank you for your assistance. No problem, yo. You must be anxious for word of your fellows. Lieutenant Alion has reported a sound victory over the main column and informs me the Scions have already turned their attention to other duties. All but one, that is. The Rogadian lady with a large axe. It would appear she had chosen to remain at the site of battle. Uh-oh. I know not what task keeps her from returning to civilization, but northern Thanalon is no place to wander alone, even for a capable sort as her, such as her. I would certainly feel better about things if you could check on her before you continue your way. Oh, that can't be good. Oh no. That cannot be good. Hey, Moonbrida. How are you feeling? Everybody else is left.
Hold on, I won't be a second.
Okay.
The beast seemed peckish, so I gave it a taste of my axe. I know. As
that axe is
Oranger
dope.
never tires of reminding me. An axe ill becometh the hand of a scholar. What can I say? I like axes. To hear my mother tell it, I came into this world holding one.
God, I love her so much. I love this character so
And
fucking
it's
much.
not as if it stopped me picking up a quill, is it? I often think of the man who introduced me to the joys of learning. He's one of the reasons I decided to come to Eorzea. Him and my excruciatingly stiff childhood friend. Considering how unalike we are, it's a wonder we ever got on. The world's a strange old place, isn't it? Aye, that ought to do it. So far, so good.
What?
At these concentrations, it shouldn't matter too much if something goes awry. Just enough ether to make it interesting. Did you see that? The way the crystal glowed? The siphon works, I'm happy to say. With a few refinements, it should satisfy our appetite for ether, which just leaves the small matter of forging our blade. I'm not sure how to go about it just yet, but I swear to find a way. I'll put a blade in your hands if it's the last thing I do.
Okay.
She senses me. A useful talent.
Uh-oh.
Hanassian, are they onto us?
By your brand, I see you are an Archon of Sharlayan, keeper of knowledge, seeker of truth. Meddler.
I don't know what the hell's you're saying, but I don't much like your tone.
No, put your weapon down. You can't.
Your instincts serve you well. But come, be not unsettled on my account. That lovely brow was not made for frowns. But I waste my breath. Let me direct my words to one who understands them. We meet at last, warrior of light. I am Nabriales. And you have long been a thorn in my side. I suffered the overweening presence of La Habrea that men might host the power of gods, only for you to undo my hard work.
Oh, bugger.
Do settle down. You must concede that I acted in self-defense.
It was at that moment she realized.
But what's
she
this?
fucked up.
I do not sense the blessing of light. Oh dear. Could it be that frail Hydaelyn has forgotten her champion? This I did not foresee. Shorn of light as you are no longer a threat. And better yet, the seal is broken. Now is the time to claim the staff. With it in my grasp, I shall rise above them all and take my place at Lord Zodiac's right hand.
What did that bastard want with us? Nobrialis, he calls himself. With charm like that, I'll bet he has maidens falling at his feet, unconscious. But this staff, you say just talking about it had the bastard grinning like a brat on his name day. Must be quite a staff. Oh, gods. He means Tupsimati, Master Louis Soir's staff.
Uh-oh.
Minfilia's in danger. We have to get back to the Rising Stones.
Oh man, now I'm worried. You're here. Master Louis Soir's staff is kept in the solar, isn't it? Quickly now. It's gone. Oh, fuck.
You two.
So, you were able to divine my intent. What now, warrior of light? Ah, but that name is no longer fitting. You have become decidedly dull, and quite incapable of barring my entry.
What do you mean?
You truly do not know? Then I suppose it is only right that I enlighten you.
Good pun, by the way. Classy.
The blessing of light kept you and your fellow meddlers safe. It was that which prevented my kind from entering your domain. My kind, I say, though it had no power over the likes of Elidibus and La Habrea. Being of this world, they could come and go as they please, while I could only look on.
Wait, does that mean he's the only true Ascian?
But I need look no longer.
Between the three
now
of them?
That the seal
Were
is
they just like
gone,
acolytes?
I mean to act. Unlike the others, I am not given to waiting. I shall take that staff and bring about the next rejoining.
Rejoining? Then it was your doing. The Isle of Val, the scholars, all of it.
You will not harm her!
You are so out of your league, girl. No! Oh, fuck!
Moonbreeder!
They better not have
I
killed
must
her, dude.
insist
Holy
on
shit.
Forcing my hand.
Did you learn nothing from our last meeting? Ah, but I forget. My words fall upon deaf ears.
The staff is but a broken relic, a memorial to the departed. What possible use could you have for it?
What use? You mean to say that all this time you kept the key, never knowing what it was you possessed?
I mean, that sounds about right.
The staff Tupsimati, or rather the stone tablet it bears, is host to a great power. Together with the horn, it can be used to draw vast quantities of ether from its bearer's surroundings. How else do you think Louis Soir was able to invoke the power of the 12 without making them an offering of crystals? Summoning requires not only prayer, but a profusion of ether. Even a child knows that.
If I did not know before, you may be certain I do now. But above all, I know that we cannot allow the staff to fall into your hands. I will die before I let you take it.
Insufferable woman. I would happily end your miserable life here and now. Alas, Elidibus would never let me hear the end of it. Very well. If you will not part with the staff, I will take you too.
Oh, shit. Okay. Moonbreeda better not... Yeah, okay, she's fine.
After them! Quickly! Before the rift closes!
Yeah, I'm sure this will go over swimmingly. Oh, it's a duty? Quickly, before the rift closes! Time in queue, estimated time in queue 10 minutes. Use the duty finder to confront Nabrihalis and the Chris. What is this, a trial? Oh no, it's probably a dungeon, right? Oh, there it is. Holy fuck, I am blind. Quick, before it closes! Oh my god, that was actually incredibly quickly. That was actually incredibly fast. Never mind then. Wait, this was a trial, right? Yeah, it's a trial. Okay. Oh, I see. I think I see. Yeah, the orb thing seems pretty self-explanatory. Okay. The secret Asian men. Pretty good. Pretty good pun, bro.
You're safe. Thank the 12.
Quick, steal his soul! Put it in the thing! What's up? Welcome back.
You may have bested me this day, but what of the next? What of all the days to come? Remember, light no longer holds sway here. I may return whensoever I wish, again and again and again. Eventually, you will falter, and the staff will be mine. Until next time, Scions.
Yes! Ghostbusters his ass! Throw it under! Throw it under him and push the button. Oh, fuck yeah.
There will be no next time. This is the end.
Get in that Pokeball!
What trickery is this? No. No! Cannot! No!
Yeah, we caught Nabriales!
Use Tube Samati to gather ether. Quickly, before he breaks free! Concentrate. Call to mind the time you struck down La Habrea with the Blade of Light.
Uh-oh. Oh my god.
Why won't it work? Is it because we lack the blessing of light?
Damn it. So much ether. And it still isn't enough.
Fools! No mortal prison can contain me! I shall make you pay for your insolence!
Please, Mother Heidelin, hearken to our plea. Lend us your divine light. Why can you not hear us? Do our words no longer reach you?
We've been forsook.
If only we had a bit more ether.
Oh no. No, don't do anything stupid.
Moonbreeder, what are you doing?
Master Louis Soir, I understand now. The choice you made.
Oh, I think I know why he didn't. Okay.
There is life.
I get it now.
Farewell, Urianger. You daft old coot.
So Louis Soir didn't teleport himself because he needed to use his own aether to, like, pushed the last little bit, right? During the calamity. He gave himself up in that moment as well. Okay, I understand now.
Moonbreeder, no!
Wait.
You mustn't!
Oh, you stupid bitch! No! No! Oh, I just said how much I like that character.
What? No! It cannot end!
Oh, get absolutely fucked.
I am eternal! I am immortal!
Get fucked. Holy Christ.
Moonbreeder. She's gone.
No! Oh, fuck off. Well, great.
You did it, my friend. The Ascian is dead. This device is a legacy of Moonbreeder's toils and sacrifice. I shall hold on to it for safekeeping.
Minfilia, are you all right?
Hey, good timing, guys.
Oh, we were surveying northern Thanalan when we received the distress call. We returned as swiftly as we were able.
It seems you have everything in hand, however.
Oh, shut up, you neck-tattooed piece of shit.
What happened here? Where is Moonbreeder?
No!
She gave her life to temper the Blade of Light. I have no words.
It should have been you! It should have been
Rather
you!
than await the inevitable, she took her fate into her own hands.
Does Urianger know?
Oh, good. Now we get to tell him. Awesome. It's a gift that keeps on giving.
My friend, there is something I must tell you.
I heard all, my lady. The moon
good.
sinketh, taking her leave of the heavens, yet her passing heraldeth the coming of a new day. Moonbreeder hath fulfilled her destiny, hath she not?
You're taking this way too well.
Long ago, far across the seas in the Charlayan motherland, Moonbreeder and I did study under the sage tutelage of Master Louis. Full oft did he impress upon us that knowledge existeth to serve the greater good. His sentiment, however, was contrary to the nation's policy of neutrality, which censured intercedence in the affairs of foreign lands. In spite of vehement opposition, he founded the Circle of Knowing, and journeyed hitherto the heart of Eorzea. Through his noble sacrifice was the realm spared its doom. Yet this great soul, whom all should rightly have honored, was branded a pariah in his own land. His peers did accuse him of forsaking his duty as a man of learning, and of meddling in the course of history. When he left Charlayan behind, Master Louis gave no word to signal his intent to Moonbreeder. Close as they were, as master and disciple, she was deeply wounded by the sudden exclusion from his confidence. Above all, however, She was confused. Try as she might, she could ill comprehend her master's motive. The slanders that were heaped upon him after his passing served only to inflame the turmoil within her. For years upon end, she knew not what to believe. Torn as she was twixt the man whom she revered and the man who forsook her and his duty both.
The Louisoix I knew would never forsake his duty, much less one of his own.
This I know full well, my lady. 'Twas not for want of love that Master Louisoix hid his intent. He but desired that Moonbreeder discover her own path, free of the shadow of his influence. Long did I contemplate revealing the truth to her, and long did I hold my peace. After all, was it not Master Louisoix's wish that she come to the truth unaided? I told myself it was, and resolved to let her suffer. Knowingly did I deny my friend the comfort she craved. And now she hath gone to her rest, with doubt still in her heart.
My character's just like...
Speakest thou in earnest? Did Moonbreeder truly come to understand Master Louisoix's will before the end? The realization hath set her free. She may now find the peace which hath for so long eluded her. Oh, Moonbreeder, my dearest, how I shall miss thee.
Moonbreeder gave her life that we might possess the means to defeat the Scions. Her sacrifice must not be in vain. Let us continue her work on the Blade of Ether and see it to completion.
My lady, I would mourn Moonbreeder in mine own way. I beg your permission to return to the Waking Sands.
Of course, my friend. Take all the time you require. We shall be here should you have need of us.
Please be voice acted. God damn it. We shall gather in Charlene Manor to celebrate Moonbreeder's life and mourn her passing. As Moonbreeder was a native of Charlene, I feel it is only fitting we gather before the Mark of the Scholar. Are you familiar with the stone? 'Tis a monument found in Rathfrost and sacred to Thaliak, guardian deity of this city of learning. There shall we pray for our dear friend's soul and bid her a peaceful return to the light of the Mother Crystal. I'm gonna be lazy. $16 quests left. All right, we're gonna do this funeral thing, and then I'm going to do the last wing of the raid. Of the tower. And then we'll probably call it there for tonight. This is the wrong side. Oh, this is pretty.
Forgive me, Moonbreeder. Had I been quicker or wiser. But I was not, and you paid the price. But you would not suffer us to wallow in our sorrow, would you? You would tell us to pick ourselves up and get on with it. And so we shall. We shall defend this realm and her people to the last.
Oh, good. Look who decided to join.
For death, a fair exchange.
You know,
other bargains will be struck.
Like, could you have waited till after the service, maybe? You're really, really a bummer. Real jerk, you know? Just a real jerk. What a bummer. Though we've said our farewells, the pall of sadness has diminished, but little. Forgive me, as antecedent, 'tis my job to be a pillar of strength for all others to lean upon. Yet I also believe the grief we feel now is precious in its own way, and not to be lightly swept aside. Do you not agree? I guess so. 'Tis as if a dagger has been thrust through my breast. But 'tis a pain we must learn to bear if we are to forge ahead with our duty. The battles we've fought taking the lives of many. Louisoix, Moonbreeder, our fellows at the Waking Sands. Their spirit and dedication to our cause, however, will never be lost as long as we rise to fight once more. I hardly need to remind you of this, of course. 'Tis for my own benefit that I repeat these words, a reaffirmation of mine own chosen path. If I do not rebuild the foundation of my resolve, I am like to collapse in a fit of weeping. My apologies again. There is no other to whom I could display such weakness. You are my pillar of strength, and I fear I shall have need of your steadfast presence in the days to come.